For any other player, this would be the brilliancy of a lifetime. For Tal, just another day at the office. Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you another magical attacking game played by the 8th world chess champion Mikhail Tal. His opponent is Hungarian chess international master Karoly Honfi, and the game was played in 1972 in Sukhumi. In this game, Honfi had white pieces and he opened up with e4, to which Tal responded with Sicilian defense c5. Usually I am publishing games where Mikhail Tal destroys Sicilian defense, but this time he's on the black side and he will give us a nice lesson on how to play this opening. Knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, e6, knight c3, a6. Paulsen variation is on the board. Bishop e2, queen c7, f4, d6, bishop e3, bishop e7, queen d2. White is preparing castling queenside, and there we have it. White is castling on the long side, and this is going to be a very exciting battle. Knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, e5, bishop e3, b5. Tal is advancing on the queen side, wants to fianchetto the queenside bishop, and also this advanced pawn can allow him to create a nice attack. Knight d5, after which we also see the exchange of knights on d5 and bishop d6, blocking this passed pawn, and g4, a very important move with which white is preventing f5. Already f5 can be met with g takes f5, bishop b7, king b1, black castled kingside. So we have opposite side castlings, and let's see how will the players organize their attacks. Bishop f3, a5, there it goes. Tal is starting a queenside pawn push. Bishop e4, b4, queen g2, a4. There comes the pawn storm. Queen h3 and g6, neutralizing the mating threat. Bishop c1, which is a passive approach. Instead it was better to play actively and make a move like bishop h6. If rook c8, then queen f3, after which black should neutralize queen f6 threat by playing rook a6. Already queen f6 can be met with bishop f8. But in our game after g6 we see this passive looking bishop c1 move and bishop a6. In return, black is putting his bishop on a very active attacking diagonal, and now the bishop can also join the attack. Rook e1, well, we first saw bishop c1 and then rook e1. Looks like that white has no definite attacking strategy and is losing a precious time. Instead, it was better to play queen f3, opening up the h-pawn's path. Instead, rook e1 was played by Honfi and bishop c4. The bishop is coming to support the advance of the b-pawn. Rook e3, rook c8. Meanwhile, Tal is putting his pieces on attacking squares. Queen g3, and it's high time for b3. Black pawns are reaching their enemies. C takes b3, a takes b3, a takes b3. White is accepting the pawn sacrifice, but this last a takes b3 move is a terrible blunder and is losing on the spot. Yes, allowing black to gain the total control of the a file is losing, and instead it's not quite clear why not a3. Of course, still black has a dangerous attack, but by making a3 move, white is still holding. In our game after a takes b3 we have a takes b3, and as we have reached the critical position, please pause the video and try to find Mikhail Tal's next move. Ready? Now look, at this point there are many moves which are allowing black to win the game. Stockfish first choices are queen a5, queen a7, but the move which Tal made is bishop e2. By the way, I have to tell you that bishop f1 is also strong, but this bishop e2 is an absolutely stunning move, and there is a soul in it, you know. Queen a5 or queen a7 are engine type moves, but in this case we have an aesthetic beauty. What a magical move! The move reminds me of Zigbert Tarash's famous move, which he made in 1914 in Naples in a game against several opponents. They were consulting with each other. That move was bishop c7. In case you missed the game, the link will be in the comment section. And now let's see what's the idea hidden behind bishop e2. Tal is simply opening up the c file and already wants to exploit the weaknesses of c and a files. Queen a5 is the threat. For example, now if rook e2, then you no longer can meet queen a5 with rook c3, securing the c2 square for the king, and white king is in a mating net. In our game, after bishop e2, Honfi accepted the bishop sacrifice with a queen, and the fact that white queen steps on e2 square will be successfully used by Tal several moves later, like 6 moves later. Here comes queen a5 with a direct mating threat. White secured the c2 square for the king, and queen a2 check, king c2, rook takes c3 check, king takes c3, and another marvelous sacrifice by Tal. This time we have bishop b4 check. Double bishop sacrifices on the board. Tal wants to expose white king further, and we have a king hunt, a very dangerous king hunt from where there is no escape. King takes b4, white accepted the second bishop sacrifice as well. Otherwise, if we move like king d3, then queen takes b3, checkmate can follow, or if king c4, then of course even this simple queen a6 is winning, but rook b8 is stronger. This is allowing black to announce a checkmate in 4 moves, and then the queen is joining the attack, and white king is getting checkmated. There it goes, we have a killed white king. In our game, after bishop b4 check, we see king takes b4, and queen a5 check, king c4, and after queen a6, Tal forced a resignation. Now, can you understand the idea of inviting white queen to step on e2? From afar, Tal saw a skewering idea, and therefore he made that bishop e2 move. The combination is absolutely stunning, and this game was awarded a special prize. In the end, a chess puzzle for you, where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answers in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.